channel. This is Gaming with Grandma. Alright guys, so I got pros and cons of the PS4 VR. Now this is the HDR version. So if you have the PSVR 1, I mean not 1, but you know what I mean, the first one that came out, then, you know, you're still going to have the problems that you're having. So here's the pros and the cons. So you can sit down. You don't have to worry about the battery life. You can sit down. You can do basically every game that I've known, except like Beat Saber and all that other stuff. They have way more games. They got like 250, maybe even more. And, you know, if you get motion sickness, every VR headset, you're going to get motion sickness. But I've known a lot of games on the Oculus Quest that really doesn't do much motion unless you're flying and shooting and that. And that's why I like the PSVR, because I can literally play shooter games with the Move controllers. The price is way cheaper if you own a PS4. Now the Move controllers, they connect very quickly. All you got to do is plug it in and then plug it in your PS4 and set it up, and boom, you're done. You can take off the cord anytime you turn it on. It connects right away. No worry about that. It does not weigh down your face. I love the fact of the PSVR. You don't feel like you got a hunk of weight on your face. I love that, because yesterday I was playing my Quest and holy crap, I could feel that weight pulling down. Even with the Elite strap, I mean, I gotta adjust some stuff, but even with Elite strap, and if you just buy an Oculus Quest 2, you're gonna have to spend more money on an Elite strap or a battery pack or whatever you're gonna get. And that's more money added to your Quest. Now, if you're just using the strap and you just want to wear it, you're going to feel that weight on your face. I mean, even more than when you have the Elite strap. It does weigh down your face a great deal. And I do mean great deal. The Elite strap kind of helps with a little bit. You know, I don't have much weight on my nose with the Elite strap. But if you're thinking of getting a Quest 2, it's going to cost almost $50 for an Elite strap. They're very, very expensive. And also, you know, if you have an Elite strap, you can't put it in the box it came with. You have to literally find a case to put your Quest in. Now, I literally had gotten so many straps for the Oculus Quest. And some of them worked, some of them didn't. So I wasted that money. Also, I got a charging station that charges the controllers and the headset. So that's an extra $30 or $40 if you want that. If not, you can use the power cord, plug it into the wall, you're good. But I've known it to be easier to have a charging station for it, because it's a lot easier. I don't have to worry about plugging it in and unplugging it and plugging. Because if you get the Quest 2 and you have to plug it in all the time to charge it, eventually that port will wear away and you won't be able to use it anymore. So the charging station does help, because you just put the little mechanism in the charger part. It's got a magnet, and when you put the headset down, it connects right away. So I noticed that a great deal. That's helped, because I had the cord and I had to plug it in all the time. Well, when I first got it, me plugging it in all the time, it literally fried the cord. I don't know what happened, but the cord was useless. So I was like, fantastic. Now what do I do? So, yeah, I probably spent way more money than I thought I would from the Quest to the PSVR. The PSVR, the only downfall of it is the cord wraps around your chair or wraps around your feet. Depends if you're standing up or not. Sometimes, if you're doing it during the daytime, you'll see a little bit of light on the bottom. I mean, you can adjust it to however you like it. I like the fact of, I don't have to like forcefully push it down into my face. Sorry about that. I didn't have my mic down. So, with the PSVR, even though you got to plug everything in and, make sure everything's good, the only downfall is you literally have to have the PS4 laying down. Because I noticed if you have it up, I tried plugging in all the cords and it literally said that the USB was not noticed. So I literally had to lay my PS4 on the floor. Not on the floor, but on my little, I got a stand for my laptop, which it doesn't work the greatest. I've tried to hook it up and get it all in. The mouse won't work. You have to use the pad, whatever. The Oculus Quest is very heavy. And the PSVR is not heavy at all. Super light, easy to put on. You don't have to always adjust the strap. You can just plop it on. Now, my Quest 2, I automatically can just plop it on because I have it set up with the Elite strap. So I don't have to tighten it all the time. The thing with the PlayStation is when you put it on, you can move it around to be able to focus what you're looking at. The Quest 2, you cannot. And it doesn't measure your eyes, where your eye length is. So a lot of times when I'm playing the Quest 2, the words are blurry. And a lot of people, they wear glasses, but I don't like to wear glasses when I'm in the headset because I'm farsighted. So having glasses and having it close up, that's definitely going to screw with my eyes. Yeah, the only downfall is I have to lay my PS4 flat to play the PlayStation VR. So if you got a shelf that you already have it on, you're good to go. A lot of people have like entertainment centers and stuff, so that's good. One downfall is when I was hooking it up to the capture card for the Resident Evil 7, it lagged. And what I mean by lagged, the game did not lag, but the reaction lagged, which sucked because it ruined the whole video. Let's see, at night, if you're playing at night, that is the perfect time for the Move controllers, because if you're playing and the sun's outside or you got lights on, it's not going to pick up the controllers. Because yesterday I was playing a game that I normally play at night to see, and it literally would not let me do what I wanted to do with the Move controllers, because it's got to be completely dark if you're using the Move controllers. If you're wondering, I'm playing a game, but it's not, detecting the motion controllers. It's because it's too bright. The downfall with the Quest is it has to be bright, because if not, it can't read the controllers. And I've noticed, when I played the Quest, I had to have this light on, I had to have that light on. Now, if you have a light on in your room, perfect. You're good to go. The thing I like about the PS4 is I can play a scary game and have the Move controllers, and it's terrifying. So when I played that game, Rush of Blood, and it was daytime, it wasn't as fun as when I tried it at night by myself. And the only downfall on that is when it's dark, I can't do a video because you guys can't see. You can't see my face. So, I don't have a light on my camera or anything like that, because it would interfere with the Move controllers and all that other stuff. But, a lot of times I want to play the PSVR at night, but I can't do my camera. So if I'm doing the game and you guys can't see me until I turn on a light and, do my introduction and tell you guys, you're not going to be able to see me, then it's no fun, I mean, you guys want to see me moving around. You want to see me doing this stuff. That's the only downfall of hooking it to your PC at night. Because you're not going to be able to see me because the camera is going to be completely black. So a lot of people get motion sickness. Now, if you put the Quest 2 on for the first time to set it up, you're definitely going to get motion sickness because you got to do the outline and, you got to do all that. Now, if you take a chair and you sit it in the middle of your room and you stand up and then you place the floor and then you sit down and draw your area, then you're good. But I've never tried it before. So the thing with the PS4 is I love the fact of it seems so full and so many colors. I wish Green Hell was on the PS4 because that would be epic to see that with the big screen. Now I had mine on medium screen, but I enlarged my screen because some games, are VR, but some of them aren't. So it's like I wanted a bigger screen to be able to get the, big effect. And this screen, when you go to large screen, holy crap, that screen is like this. It's like a 50-foot TV. And I have not watched any movies or Blu-rays or DVDs. And I noticed every time I try to plug in my VR headset to play digital games, it wouldn't work because the PSVR would not notice the USB because it was standing up. And I'm like, are you serious? So I literally had to shut off the PS4. I think this happened yesterday. Had to lay it down on the floor, then hook everything up. And it was fine. I was like, wow. So now I can't play PS4 VR without it being flat. So that was weird. Before I hooked it up and it was fine, but now it's detecting that it's not stable or whatever. So I literally have to pull it out of the unit that I have it on and lay it flat. So that's another downfall because after hooking everything up, then have to pick up my PS4 and lay it down, that is definitely an oops type thing. But, I mean, I have my stand. I have my games in there. I love the fact of I can play my, the Forest, and I can play Dead by Daylight with it standing up. It's fine. But if I have to put a disc in, it won't work. It says it doesn't recognize the disc. So I literally, if I'm putting a disc in, I literally have to lay it flat. The only thing I like about it being propped up, though, is the fact of it keeps the fan from overheating. And I know a lot of people have a PS4 and it gets really, really hot, especially if you're playing for an hour and a half to 2 hours in the game and your PS4, you get ready to shut it off and it's like extremely hot. It's like, but I don't have anything around it. Why is it so hot? Because the game that you're playing is causing more power for the PS4 to keep up. And then a lot of times, I'd be playing the Forest and it would literally freeze. Like you're on a PC, and you're playing and all of a sudden you freeze. It doesn't happen all the time, but I really wish that they would have done VR on the PS4 for the Forest. That would have been amazing. Even if I had to just use the controller, I would have been happy with it. I would have been like, yes. Now, my computer does not take HDMI. It takes VGA. I don't know if you guys know what that is. But yeah, I can't hook up my TV with my computer, and that's why you guys don't see a 1920 over 1080. So, because I got to use VGA with my computer. So, I had a gaming computer, which I still have, but I tried to get it all set up in that, and it just, even resetting it and rebooting it and all that stuff, it still didn't help. It's not even worth it. But eventually, maybe a couple of years, I'll build a gaming PC. I've been wanting to build one, but I'm kind of just, I got other stuff I got to get. There's a couple of things I'm getting this month that I want to try, because a lot of times, getting dishes done and trying to, cleaning the house is perfect because I just let my robot back. I got to make sure everything's picked up off the floor, cords, everything, because she'll suck everything up. And then I got my robot mop, which I never thought it would clean as much as it does, and it does. It literally, when I first ran it, the water was completely black. It was gross. There was all sorts of hair and everything else, so yeah. But it works perfect. It works perfect. So I want to show you real quick. I did let's see, make sure I got all of it. Let's see. Okay, so easily removable without taking it off is perfect because you can open this and get your drink or popcorn or whatever, and you're able to do that. But with the Quest, I've actually tried to take it off and put it on my head to get a drink, and it would fall back down, and it's like, ow! So that's another thing I like about the PS4. So let's see. Sometimes you have to wiggle it around a lot to get it to focus. Now the Quest 2 doesn't do that. You just plop it on. But the only thing is, it could be blurry, and adjusting it does not help. That's actually a pro for the PS4 because I can adjust it. I can, make changes. And my headset, I don't know if you guys know this. I'm going to grab it real quick. This headset is really cool because you don't have that volume control here, and your headset goes right here, so you can just plug it in, or you can do Bluetooth, but I don't like doing Bluetooth because my Bluetooth headset, it dies real quick. I love the fact you can do this. That's my favorite. But on the HDMR one, you have a button here, and at first I couldn't figure out what it was. So when I was in game, I decided to start pushing it, and it's a volume button. You can make your volume go down and up. Now, when I hooked up my wireless headset and hooked it up, dude, it was blaring. I couldn't figure out how to turn the volume down. So I was trying to turn the volume down on the PS4, and it didn't work. And I was like, oh my gosh, my ears are going to blow up. And then eventually I found out that was the volume. I didn't even know what it was. I was kind of just messing with it. Which is really cool because I like the fact of you don't have to try to find the button on your cord or whatever. You can just, turn it up or down or whatever. And playing at night with the Move controllers are literally amazing. I played a game at night, and it was pitch black, and I was playing it, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Now, I got Exorcist, and because I can't play at night on my PC, because it's completely black, so what I'd probably do is delete the video, play the game, and then do a video of me playing it. I know it's not the greatest. I mean, I just tell you about it and that, but at least you guys would be able to see me play the game. Let me know in the comments if you guys are okay with that. And then when I review it, I can just talk about it and And then that'll be that. Um, so, the thing I like about Quest 2, we're going to go to Quest 2 now. The only thing I don't like about the Quest 2 is sometimes, when I'm looking this way, I can see the side. And sometimes you can not recognize it. Sometimes you can. It just depends. But the PSVR, I literally turn my eyes this way and there's just more screen. It seems like it's just bigger. I wish they would have made that for the Quest 2, where it doesn't, you turn your eye this way and you get this little area. You can tell where it stops. But with the PSVR, it's like the whole thing is around your face. And I love that. I love that with the PSVR. The Quest 2 is basically for standing. There are some games, but a lot of the games for PSVR are sit-down games. And like if you're playing Beat Saber or whatever, you have to stand up for that. I tried sitting down and it sucks because I have arms for my chairs so I can rest my arms when I, playing games or whatever. And, you can't play Beat Saber. Even on the Quest, you can't play Beat Saber sitting in a chair with arms. Now, I played on the Quest 2. I played, State of Decay. Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. And it was great and everything. But I want to get it on the PS4 and see exactly how it's different. Now, I'm not sure. I'd have to look. I'm not going to look now because I don't want this video to be freaking 40 minutes or whatever. But to be honest, I really love playing the PS4 because it doesn't require, charging it. You can play as long as you want. And I love that fact. I love it that I can play it and it's no big deal, everything's good. And the thing is if you have one of those laptop fans, the things that lay down, you can use a extension cord and then have your PS4 lay on it and have the fans from your laptop fan on your PS4. That way it can help circulate, the air in that. They also have like air attachments for the sides where it could blow cool air into the unit. One side I think blows cool air and the other side will, release it. But it will keep your unit cool. I figured I'm just going to lay my fan thingy down and just plug it in that way. I'd have to plug it to my PC. I tried to plug it into my PS4 and it didn't work. So, but, yeah, I love my PSVR. Now, the thing is, I'm going to test something I have not tested. I'm going to try to play like Blu-ray and DVDs and maybe even watch, a movie on Netflix or whatever and compare it to the Quest. Now, the only thing I don't like about the Quest is I know everybody likes watching it in a movie theater and they want to be alone and they want to watch it on a big screen. But the PS4, you can literally have a big screen, like a 50-inch, and still be able to enjoy the movie, and it's completely black. I mean, you can't see nothing other than the movie. So that's another reason why I like the PSVR. So I hope this helped you guys. If you're more of a mover and you can't sit down and you want to, be able to stand up and move, then PSVR is not for you. You want to get the Quest 2 or Quest 3 if you got the money. Because sometimes, if you can't stand up or you can stand up but not for very long, then PSVR would probably be better. The only bad thing about it, if you're playing a game that you got to turn or spin and you're sitting down, it's going to wrap that cord around you unless you have some way of, making it where the cord's up in the air and not down. Now, I've seen people screwing things into their ceiling and having it, But what happens if you're doing it and it literally pulls it down and the plaster starts falling on your head? So, you'd have to figure out what's best for you. But yeah, the next review I have, it'll be on the movie part of it. Because I kind of want to see what's the difference between, the PSVR and the Oculus Quest. Now, I wouldn't be able to do any video of it, but I do want to say one thing. At night, when you're at night, the good thing about the PS4 is when you're playing a scary game and it's nighttime, it can see the Move controllers. The Quest 2, you have to have every light on in your room. I have a light here and a light here because there's no light up there. If you have a light up above you, perfect, great. The thing with the Quest 2 is there's no, it literally goes to your face and you don't see anything underneath. But if you're in PSVR and the room is dark, you're not going to see anything anyway. And the thing I like about the PSVR is I can pull the visor and I can pull it out. But I like the fact of the PSVR HDR has no screen door effect. When I got it, I thought, yep, I'm going to see the same thing I saw when they had one. When they had the first one, you could see that it was like a box. And sometimes, if you're in the Quest and you turn your eye, you can tell that there's something right there. But if you have the PSVR with the HDR, you can't see that. I mean, it looks like a big screen wrapped around your head. It's very, very fun. I love my PSVR headset. It's just finding games to play during the day so I can record them and you guys can see me. I'm thinking if I play a game at night, it's going to be black, so you're not going to be able to see me, and you're not going to be able to see my reactions. At first, I was like, oh, I'm going to record it, and then I'll just view it and watch it with you. But that's not going to show me getting scared or jump scares. You'll hear me jump, or you'll hear me yell, but you still wouldn't have that same effect. And that's the only thing wrong with the PSVR is because if you're playing a nighttime game, you really can't have lights if you're using the Move controllers. If you're not using the Move controllers and you're using your controller at night, then it's perfect. But if you're not going to be able to do it on your computer because there's no light. So I hope this helps you guys. Maybe I'll try it to see if you guys can actually see me. Maybe if I have the TV on and, the computer and it's toward me, maybe you guys will be able to see me. I'll have to have the volume down really well. We'll see how it goes. But next review will be movies. The thing I don't like about the Quest 2 is when you watch a movie, you have to adjust the screen, and you don't have to do that with a PS4. You just go to large screen and then pop your movie and boom. But I have not tried Blu-ray and I have not tried DVD. So that's my next review. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Grandma signing out. Adios, amigos. Doses. I'm out.
For two.